Okay, welcome everyone with a laugh to Toonkind at 12 FPS. Today I am going to be. I'm Fletch, and I'm going to be playing my beloved horrendous trash boy Sainnan. And with me is the wonderful, the beautiful, the extremely talented.
I'm gonna kick your ass.
Welcome to Toonkind at 12 PS. I'm gonna kick your ass. How are you? What are you gonna play?
Kill you. Hi, I'm Marzi, and I'll be playing Mariz. Yes, that's confusing. Yes, that's on purpose. And welcome to One Fae, Two Fae, Old Fae, New Fae. Yes, that's a riff on the One Fish, Two Fish. You're welcome.
Yep. So with that being said, why don't we just jump right into this violent episode? So, Mariz, where are you? How are you doing on this fine day?
Mariz is going on a walk, as they are wont to do sometimes, since they are old enough to do that by themselves now. It's just sometimes they like to go outside. They don't know why. It's just nice. But
It
they're
is
just
just
taking a
nice.
walk.
Sometimes you just want to take a walk, and that's valid.
Yeah.
And
Touch
especially if
grass.
you've been
Look a rock.
grounded.
Yeah. Especially if you've been grounded and you have been unable to eat good food for a week because you were banned from the kitchen and you're the only one in the house who can cook. God, it was awful.
Unfortunately, we must all suffer.
Yeah, except for Fleck. Fleck used to eat trash!
Okay, yes, Maris does have a sibling that likes to eat trash sometimes, but let's not worry about that. So, Maris, you're taking a walk. It's a wonderful day in Toontown. The birds are singing, the flowers are blooming, and really it's just nice. You're walking around near some woods. Maybe you were in a park for a bit and you're just enjoying nature. It's nice. Until suddenly you hear a very large as a bunch of branches start to break and out
Ah,
stumbles a real kind boy.
whomst of the fuck?
Is that what
Maris says that. Yeah, Maris says that. I want you to know. Whomst of the fuck?
Sainnan kind
'Cause
of just, you know what? Let's roll perception. He's kind of had a time of it. Let's see what you can see, you funny little man. Not a lot.
nothing.
He kind of just stumbled out of the bushes. He's not entirely used to tunes just yet. Like, he's really used to how Furuma works, and so
Mm.
things like technology and tunes and all of that fun stuff is very new to him. He's a little bit disoriented. He does, however, see Mariz, and
Here's the whomst of the fuck.
he does indeed hear the hoomps of the fuck, and you know he cranks his head over to look at you. He's got basically a permanent glare on his face. Uh, and, you know, you can. Why don't you roll a funky little insight roll?
Okay. What's Maris's insight? Thank goodness for proficiency, or it would be negative.
Well, there you go. That's a 17. So you can see he looks a little bit surprised for a moment, and then he goes into his usual glare. You can probably see that this is just how his face normally looks, which is a little sad, in your opinion.
What
Um,
a sad, strange little man.
yeah, and and so like he glares at you for a moment, and then you can see his eyes move over to uh away from your face and over to where your very large, very obviously fey wings are. And then he glares even harder. Like, really? We're really doing this now? And
Mariz for a while was like, God, like the course of their colors on this walk was like a nice sea foam that became kind of a dusty pink that became a bubblegum pink, and now this guy's glaring at them, and they're slowly fading to like a dark burnt orange. Like, hello, the fuck?
yeah, Sannon's he's glaring for a moment, and then he gets an idea, and he stops. He doesn't stop glaring, but it does lighten up a little bit. You kind of get the
Mm-hmm.
feeling that he just doesn't know how to not perpetually look pissed off. And he kind of like approaches you, and he holds his hand out like, "Hey, would you like my name?" And you can roll another insight, probably with advantage since you're Fae.
All right.
18. Okay, yeah, this guy absolutely knows that you're Fae and absolutely has ulterior motives in offering up his name like this. Like,
The dark orange becomes like a neon orange as their mouth kind of curls into a sneer. Like, why would I want that? I don't even know who you are.
well, if you had my name, wouldn't that solve the problem?
I bet your name is gross anyway. Why would I want it?
Just
As rancid as your vibes.
kind of just just lets out a big sigh like, is everyone here? Oh my. And just he brings a hand up to his face. He pulls down on his face a little bit. He's just he's a little bit upset that it didn't work out so well. Uh like uh well, what's your name then?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Not you know what, he's just gonna sigh like again, you can tell that you're very much on his nerves, and knowing Mariz, this is probably wonderful news.
Oh, absolutely. They're delighted.
Like, he's just like, fine, fine, whatever.
I almost wanna I almost wanna try for a history check to see if Mariz remembers the very vague description that Banana gave them.
Yeah, do a history check.
But
He was
also
about to.
their history is a straight D20.
Oh,
Mmm.
that's a nat one. You're more,
Mmm.
you're more, focused on this guy's absolutely rancid vibes. You can probably tell something's up with him in like the funky Fae way, but it's a little bit hard to pin down. It's not it's almost like it's not really there, but the way he acts is like there was something there at some point.
Which makes him
um
even more rancid.
yeah, just one toe to tip, this is a rancid man. Uh
Yeah, but also like Mariz does want to know more about Faye. And what does Mariz do when they want to know more about something or someone? They follow.
oh boy. Uh Sainnan, yeah, he's gonna go like, ah, whatever. I'm looking for someone, and just spins on his heel and starts stalking away. uh,
Mariz is just flying after him from a
yeah.
safe distance. It's as if his rancid vibes do have an actual smell.
Oh my gosh, that was a survival roll. He has no idea where the person he's looking for is.
God.
Uh, he's he's kind of just wandering around town. Like,
Government assigned bad survival.
yeah, he has a +5 to survival, and he hasn't rolled good on it once, which is hilarious. Uh, so, Maris, Do you want to roll like a perception and insight on him as you're following him around?
Let's do another insight. Just another wacky insight.
That's a 17. You're getting closer and closer to pinning down this absolutely rancid boy's deal. You can tell that he doesn't have any clue where he's going. He doesn't know what a street name is. He doesn't know what cars are. He probably almost got hit by one 3 times.
God, Mariz is just watching and like almost feels bad. But also this guy's so rancid. So they're like hovering over his shoulder, arms crossed, like, do you even know where you are?
I
Are you okay?
I can handle myself.
You almost got hit by a car.
Is that what that was? What? No, he's shaking his head and trying to walk away at a quicker pace.
No, Mariz is flying after him.
Do you have anything better to do than stalk strangers?
You have anything better to do besides scowl at everything?
I'm trying to find someone. They wandered off.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna roll a deception.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. That's an 18.
Okay. Wonder if I should do a contesting insight.
I mean, you can.
Man, Mariz is making a lot of insight. Fuck.
That is a 2, dear audience. Yeah, this guy is absolutely looking for someone who wandered off. Like, you know, why wouldn't you believe him? Why wouldn't you believe him? He's done absolutely nothing to earn your trust, but like, it's
He's rancid as fuck, but also he got hit. He almost got hit by a car 3 times. So Mariz is pretty sure he's kind of stupid.
yeah, you think that maybe he's just a little bit stupid, more than a little bit stupid. In fact,
He's pretty stupid. He's pretty fucking stupid.
Yeah, in fact, during this conversation, he probably almost got hit by another car. He doesn't know
God.
how to look both ways before crossing the street.
This
He's
is only
from
the
Peruba.
third. This is the third real kind they have ever like actually interacted with, and they're just like, real kind are just a little bit kind of stupid.
Exactly.
That is what they're getting. So Mariz is watching this fucking guy just walk around and almost get hit by cars, and they kind of put a little nub hand on their face, like, do you need help? Who are you looking for?
Yeah, okay, he's going to choose to ask for help this once. He kind of looks. He looks a bit frazzled. Like, he's got scuff marks on him. Like, his hair's a little bit standing on end from being almost hit by cars now 4 times and probably being honked at for being so stupid, but you know. So he kind of just turns to Mariz, lets out a very long, very overdramatic sigh. Like, I'm looking for someone I know. Uh, they're they're young, uh, maybe around your height, blue hair, wears a strange outfit with a hood on the back. Uh, they have a gun.
Ah,
Eh.
use Sainnan sees Mariz go from kind of a neon orange to a kind of like the dark orange to almost a golden yellow to more of an olive green as this sinks in. And they're
Oh
like,
boy.
ah, I see.
I'm gonna roll insight on Mariz real quick because he's never met a color changing toon. He's hardly met toons. Like at this point, Banana was the only toon he's ever had like an in-depth conversation with. Because he doesn't really like to talk or get to know people, so it's an 18.
Yeah, Sainnan can tell by the almost mean grin on their face that Mariz knows exactly who he's talking about and won't be helpful at all.
Oh boy. Just gonna like, you're thinking of doing what I think you're going to do. Don't. Just tell me where they are.
You said they wandered off, but if this is the person I'm thinking of, we met up recently, and she told me you left them alone in the woods.
I did not.
Hmm.
It's gonna be a deception. Oh, I'm gonna roll at disadvantage, I think, since yeah, 14.
I'm gonna testing insight. Yeah, no.
Yeah, this man is absolutely lying through his teeth. Right.
The mean grin stays on their face, but the olive green turns into that dark orange again. As they're like, oh, buddy. What an
My boy's in
awful
danger.
mistake you made.
uh,
Mariz is just like, I see. Uh-huh.
Sainan's just gonna like, well, if you're not gonna help, I'm leaving. And he'll turn away again and just.
And make a wisdom saving throw is what he's gonna do.
Of course.
Yeah. Just a little wisdom saving throw. At disadvantage. Fuck, how come he always gets really good whiz saves? Are you kidding me?
That's a 9.
There. Okay, God. He's
That's
held.
a 9. Yeah, he is held. And because he's paralyzed, he can't move or speak or really do anything. However,
Nope.
just before the hold person set in, he has managed to put on his face a very, very pissed off expression that is now frozen there.
And yeah, he is wrapped in golden music notes that have linked together to form a chain. And he's stuck. And Mariz lands in front of him and is like, oh, buddy. So you're the one Banana told me about.
He cannot speak or really do much of anything.
No, he can't.
He just makes some muffled noises. You get the feeling he's trying to defend himself, but no speaky.
No. And I'm gonna Mariz kinda taps one nubbin hand against the other like, oh buddy. And boop 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 boop. It's a 14 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's held, so it'd be an advantage even if it didn't anyway.
Yep.
And
it's an automatic crit because Mares is right there.
Yeah, so one little clock, and Sainnan has taken 4 damage.
And now he's down to 1 HP. This man is bloodied. Somehow your one singular punch has just left a huge bruise on wherever you punched him. If it was his face, he probably has a nosebleed right now.
Oh, it was absolutely in the face.
This is what -1 con at being level 1 does to you, unfortunately.
I like how a lot of the times in FPSs or Mariz is in, like, there's gonna be a brawl in the middle of the street.
Yeah. But this is Toontown, so you know what? People are...
This may as well happen.
Yeah. Well, that's your turn, so he's gonna make a... Oh no. That's an 11.
No, yeah. I think at this point the punch probably knocked him down and he's just on the ground with Mariz standing over him.
Yeah. So he's prone and paralyzed, and he can't say anything to defend himself, so big F.
No. Damn. This is just, oh man, this is just Sannan's no good, terrible, very bad day.
The consequences of his actions.
Yeah, Mariz is just standing over him. They won't go for another punch, but they're just like, oh yeah, Banana and I met up a little while ago. She told me all about you.
Oh no!
So,
Here comes the consequence.
consequence. Yeah, and Mariz is just, Mariz is just like, if I were you, I'd give up on this little search. And you know what? They'll be a little nice. And they'll dismiss hold person.
Cool. Sainnan is like pushing himself up. He's he's in a lot of pain. Like that
Mhm.
was 80% of his HP. His sad little
Mhm.
5 points of HP. Uh, and he kind of just stands up and glares at you. And he's just like, what I do with myself is none of your business.
What you do with my friends is all of my business.
I don't want to hurt Banana. I just want to know where they are.
Oh, buddy, we're way past that. You left her alone in the woods and she waited for you?
I met her alone in the woods.
She was waiting for you.
Oh, that's a quick fun little roll there. Okay, yeah, he's, uh, the meaning of she was waiting for you has finally caught up to him, and he kind of just looks a bit struck, like, she was waiting?
And you know what she told me when we met up? She told me that apparently getting abandoned in the woods is normal for her. And I will not stand for that.
Uh, and there's intimidation moments.
Gotta use that +6 mod, homie.
Yeah.
I wonder if I wonder if I should. Just, very quickly.
I mean, yeah, his roll earlier was a whiz save, so no matter what you do. Yeah, that's a 25. He's thoroughly
Yeah.
intimidated. Like, uh, he he was kind of looking down on you before, um,
That was
for,
his mistake.
yeah, for certain funky Fae reasons. Uh,
Mhm.
and like, he's thoroughly intimidated. He just realizes now that, oh boy, this person could absolutely kill me in a moment. Oopsie doopsie. uh, and
Yeah,
so
that was just a punch from Little Stick UPA in arms.
yeah. And so he's kind of just like, I don't. Fine. And that's a. Oh, that's a nat one. Uh, he says fine, and he goes to walk away. But, You can tell that he's just planning to get away from you before he starts looking for Banana again. Like,
Yeah, no. Mariz is on his tail. I like to think they are purposefully floating, like, tall enough to loom.
Sannon's eyes like, are you gonna stop that anytime soon? Don't you have somewhere to go back to?
Don't you have somewhere to go back to?
It's like, he's not gonna answer that. He's just gonna keep walking. You can
And
make an
Mariz
insight roll if
follows.
you want.
Okay.
It wasn't very high DC, but so you can tell that there's a little bit more to the. It's a little bit more complicated than him having somewhere to go back to or not.
What a sad, strange little man. Unfortunately.
He is an asshole. uh, so he's just gonna keep walking. Tries to make a few confusing turns. Unfortunately, it's easy to find where he is because he keeps walking into the street without looking both ways. He is kind of dumb and hasn't picked up on what you're supposed on street safety just yet. Because, like, with people and markets and horses, you can just walk across, and because they are leaving creatures that aren't going very fast, they'll stop. Cars are not like that.
No, they are not. Mariz at that point, like they felt a little bad before, but now that they know who this is, they're relishing in this.
At some point, he kind of just gets sick of it and stops, like, will you stop?
Get out of my town.
I don't intend to stay. This isn't your town.
Get out now.
And okay, Sainnan kind of just makes direct eye contact with you. He moves up to the clasp of his cloak. He takes it off, shakes it out a little bit because there's still a bunch of dirt and branches stuck in it. And then he puts it on backwards.
Son of a bitch! That's not even something Mariz knew that they were affected by.
So, for those dear viewers who don't know, there is a piece of folklore regarding Fae that you can get away from them and confuse them by putting on an article of clothing, like, say, a jacket, a shirt, or a cloak, backwards. And they will be a little bit confused, and you'll be out of their grasp. Of course, this doesn't apply to all Fae, but there's very few things that do. So, why don't you make a wisdom save?
God. Oh, he has a 16.
16. So, your mind's a little bit muddled. It's kind of hard to focus on him, and when you do, like, your thoughts are a little bit drawn. They're kind of just drawn towards the fact that his cloak is on inside out. Why is it on inside out? That makes no sense. Why is it on inside out? That doesn't make sense. But
What the fuck is happening? Oh god.
but with a 16, uh, despite being a little bit confused, you can still very much identify that, yeah, this is Sainnan. I don't like this guy. And he's going to try to walk away again.
With that save, Mariz is still following. They're squinting, but they're following.
Sainnan just groans like, what would it do to get you off of my back?
Leave Banana alone. Get out of my town.
I'm not doing that.
Then I'm not stopping.
You can do insight, but at disadvantage because this man has made a bad decision once more. 6.
Nice.
Yeah, you you try to get a bit of a read on what he's doing and how he's saying things, but no, you're just distracted by the cloak being on inside out too much to say
It's
for
just
sure
so
how he's
fucky, and
feeling.
Mariz doesn't like it.
It's it's just a bad feel. Like, why are you doing that?
Their
uh,
mind has been boggled.
yeah, they've been beamed.
They're being. It's been freaked.
uh,
Oh man. Mariz makes a mental note to ask Ruby about this at some point because what the fuck?
yeah, it's just not a good feel. You don't like it.
It's weird. It's bad. It makes them not like this guy even more.
uh, he's he's picking up speed to try and get away. He just wanted to find this the person that he does not care about but is still trying to find regardless.
Mm-hmm.
He certainly isn't worried about Banana. Don't worry about it. Uh, and so he's gonna try and do another survival. Let's see what 22.
Oh,
Finally,
finally,
a
God,
good survival roll.
God.
All it takes is apparently getting beaten up by Faye. So Sainnan, he keeps walking around and then something sticks out to him and he's like, huh, maybe Banana went this way. And he turns down that street corner and starts moving even faster. Uh,
I wonder if I should roll something to keep Mariz on his tail, but also I don't want to lose him because this is really funny.
yeah, uh, he's still kind of causing a wave of chaos in his wake, so don't worry. Like,
Cool.
specifically not the normal Toontown kind of chaos, but more like the frustrated, dude, what the fuck are you doing kind of commotion. Uh, but yeah, you can roll insight at disadvantage to see if you figure out why he's suddenly changed directions. 10! You can probably tell that he's picked up something, but again, it's really hard to focus on him. He's probably pissing you off a good bit.
Yeah, make another wisdom saving throw. It's not one person, I promise.
13.
Mariz says,
Oh, there's so many things to insult this man on.
oh yeah. How are you even gonna try to find her? You can't, you can hardly do shit. I downed you in one punch.
God.
And
And
you take, doo-doo-doo. Oh!
God.
Max damage hurt feelings!
Max damage hurt feelings. He's, uh, actually, he has strength of the grave, so
Yeah. Let's see what
let's make
happens.
that charisma save, why don't we? That's a nat 20.
Yeah, it's a nat 20.
So, for a moment, he like looks extremely hurt and is about to fall down, but then something happens and he pulls himself back together and he like there's not really too much physical evidence of damage for vicious mockery, but like it looks almost like he's been put back to where it was before he took that damage because he's back to 1 HP. Uh, and he's just gonna yell back a quick, "Oh, fuck off!" and start running.
You're not the only one who can say fuck words, bitch!
Oh my gosh. I'm guessing Mariz is gonna follow after him.
Absolutely. They want him out of their town.
Cool. So basically everything about him is just throwing you into complete rage.
Mariz voice, I'm a bard, but...
And you know what? He is going to slide to a stop and point his finger at you and make a con save.
Ooh, con save. Boop, 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 boop. Ooh.
Oof. I'm sorry. So you take 3 necrotic damage,
Oh my
as
god.
what looks like this weird black shadowy energy comes out of his finger and just and almost like just goes straight through you, and
Oh,
it
gross.
hurts.
Oh,
There's
gross.
no physical damage, it seems, but it stings. It doesn't sting
Mariz
too
does
much.
that Toon thing where like when there's a full body shudder and it's like someone's outlines like becomes zigzagged all the way up
Yeah.
as it passes through. Yeah, that happens to Mariz. They're like, ugh.
Yeah, and then you fall pro.
Oh fuck.
And he's just gonna glare down at you like, listen, I know I might have messed up a little bit, but didn't know Banana would wait. I didn't expect her to. And
I was trying to
he's...
think of a good thing Mariz would say. Fuck. I'm not clever. Shit.
I mean, to be fair, Mariz is also still a little bit modeled from the backwards cloak.
Yeah, fucking backwards cloak. Fuck.
Backwards cloak wearing motherfucker.
Fucking backwards ass bitch.
Yeah. So, Mariz, I'm guessing, if they don't know what to say, he's just gonna sigh.
Mariz is on their hands and knees and they're just, Banana is very, very kind.
I know. Frankly, she's a bit too kind. And
Which is why you shouldn't have anything to do with her.
if you want to roll hurt feelies damage,
Accidentally shoots off a vicious mockery.
7, and he's used up his strength of the grave for now, so he just, yeah, he takes the damage and kind of just flops onto the ground.
Oh god.
It's fine. Especially since it was accidental, it's probably not lethal, so he's just on the ground a little bit. Would you say he's unconscious? Or for plot reasons, is he still aware but just can't move?
He can be aware but not able to move. Mariz sees this and stands up like, oh, by the mother, and runs over.
Oh god, I've killed a man!
Oh shit! I wasn't supposed to commit a murder! That's not the crime I do!
This is totally gonna get me grounded again!
I just got done being grounded! And Mariz very quickly shoots off a healing word, which I mean, no matter what level, it's gonna probably heal him to full.
Probably. Yeah, he's... Oh, you can't really put your all into this spell because, like, he's still kind of a dick. You just don't want him to be dead. So, like, minimal effort, healing word, but it still brings him back to full. And he kind of just sits up and he looks at you very, very confused. Like, it's almost like you were the one who was wearing something inside out. Like, why would you do that?
Do what? What did I do?
You healed me?
I don't want to get arrested for murder? Hello?
Okay, I mean... oh boy. I think that is just a +1. Oh, I forgot the exclamation point. Oh, he doesn't know what being arrested is!
Oh my god! Don't make Mariz do this again!
It's fine, he's not gonna ask for help. He's just gonna look at you very confusedly, gonna unbuckle his cape and, like, take it off. It does take a few tries, because it's hard to reach the clasp when it's, like, reversed. And he can't do things good. But he takes it off and kind of just drapes it over his shoulders again. Doesn't bother to buckle it up, but like it's on the right way now. So suddenly that confusion is completely gone.
Yeah, Mariz is absolutely making a mental note of that for later to ask Ruby because what the fuck?
And he kind of just goes like, "Well, I arrested."
Yeah, for breaking laws?
I don't think I've ever met a fae who's worried about those kinds of things.
I don't want to get thrown into jail?
Quill really is different. And you can roll insight without the disadvantage. 8.
Fuck.
Yeah, you're not sure why he's so hung up on the murder being bad thing. Yeah. Maybe they
Mariz voice, sorry I was raised to have morals? Not very good ones, but I have them.
But yeah, he's kind of just. I was like, the Fae here really are different. And he stands up and he brushes himself off. Like, no matter how many times you down me, I'm not going to stop. I know that Banana is far too kind, but. And he's just gonna run.
Son of a bitch! Oh no, you fucking don't!
He's just gonna run off in the direction of the trail.
You know what? Hang on. Oh, that's a fumble.
Oh no.
Oh, that's a fumble. Let's get ready to fumble.
Let's get ready to fumble. We just gotta fumble. We just gotta fumble.
Mariz reaches into their hammer space, pulls out a little tin of poetry word magnets, and God, I don't know if I should roll an attack or if you should make a deck save because Mariz is throwing them.
I think either or works. His dex is +3, so and his AC is 13. So I guess whichever one would be easy.
What would I roll to hit you if Mariz is just throwing a small metal box at you?
Probably either straight strength or athletics.
Welcome to Toonkind D&D, where we do what we want.
Yep.
We don't know rules, we do what we want.
You just make things up. 18. Okay.
Mariz reels back like a baseball pitcher and chucks the tin.
It bonks him right on the head. I'm gonna say that probably is 2 damage, since it's 1 for just being a cookie tin and 1 +1 from Mariz's strength modifier.
Yeah, that's probably good.
So it bonks him, and he's down to 3. And he kind of just stumbles like, ow! So now we're throwing things?
I've never been above throwing things in my life.
Oh, maybe you should start. And he's off again. What
God.
beautiful parting words. Except I guess Mariz isn't going down that easily.
I'm debating because I know we talked about something we wanted to do, but I don't know how to work it in at this point.
Let's see. Can you give me a quick reminder because I have the memory of a leaky bucket?
The brownies.
Oh. I mean, I look at Maris's deception. If you pretend that you're sorry to get him back, he'll probably take it.
Yeah, okay.
Especially if you promise to tell him a bit more about where Banana is.
Bears in the back of their mind is just, oh man, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. They call out, okay, fine, I'm sorry for throwing things at you. Come back, I know where Banana is.
And he's gonna stop. Like, he has a trail, but
Fuck!
oh no, you probably
I wonder
get
if I should do.
advantage or luck point.
You
I
know
mean,
what?
18.
There we go. Fuck.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so he's gonna stop and anticipate a moment, and then he's gonna turn back because this really is his best lead on where Banana is. He's not sure how he ran into that person immediately, but he's not gonna question things. Unquill's already so damn weird.
It's called plot.
Yeah. So he kind of just walks up to Mariz like, this isn't a trick, right?
And Mariz reaches into their hammer space again and pulls out a brownie. Like, nope. To say present freely given. Promise, promise, promise. And they hand over the brownie as a would be olive branch.
Mm. Yeah, so he's gonna take the brownie and he's gonna inspect it real quick. Like, oh,
That
that's
sure
a
is a
7.
brownie.
Yeah, it's a brownie. Toe to tip, that's a brownie.
Yeah, toe to tip, that's a brownie.
And he kind of side eyes and looks down at Mariz like, you didn't do anything to this brownie, right? This
Mariz
is
squints like,
something
no, I'm a.
this
Mariz
is
squints like,
something
no, I'm a
freely
fucking
given
chef.
without strings or any
Promise,
caveats.
promise, promise.
Hmm. And he is gonna yeah, he's gonna take the brownie. He hasn't really had much luck in securing food since Banana left. He's really hungry. He hates having a body that needs to eat. This is the worst. So he kind of has really no choice in the matter, and he's gonna eat the brownie, and it's a good brownie, and there's not like weird magic or face stuff
Nope.
involved, so it's fine.
Never. Mariz would never. They take a lot of pride in their cooking.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Sainnan, Anquil food, especially Toon food, is a whole lot sweeter than the food he had in Furuma. Especially since he, for the most part, eats like jerky and dried meats and other stuff that you'd get when hunting and foraging. So this is like a whole new level of sweetness. Uh, and a fun fact is that we did a con save earlier, and oh boy, did he fail that. I think he only got like a 5, so.
Oh man, and Blaze brings up a good point. On an empty stomach.
On an empty stomach.
And if I may remind you, when Sainnan was like, "This isn't a trick, is it?" Mariz completely deflected from that to the gift.
Yeah. He's a
So
little stupid.
he's just a little stupid.
Um,
And while Sainnan is suffering from this horribly sugary sweet brownie, Mariz flies off cackling.
God.
Because I
And
do know there's an FPS coming right after us.
yeah. So Mariz gets the last laugh. Satan's like, "Hey, wait a minute! You told me you tell where blah 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 blah. Like, you said you'd tell me where banana is, but it's right then that the sugar starts to set in, and he wakes up hours later somewhere in the woods again." He does not remember what happened.
Mariz goes home that day, enters the apartment with a very satisfied grin on their face.
Friend has been successfully protected. Sanan has lived up to his trash boy name and eaten shit. And that's where we'll end for today.
It's a good FPS. Hell yeah.
Very good FPS. I hope you all enjoyed hearing my trash boy get his ass handed to him justifiably. And thank you for tuning in, both now and the people who are listening to this recording later. And that is where I'm going to stop the recording. So thank you once more.